Hey friends, Joe here at Reverb, and today we are checking out the brand new Grand Pacific line from Taylor. First thing you might notice when looking at this guitar is the dreadnought body style, something that we don't often see from Taylor. This is one of a few very exciting new developments. Probably the most important feature of this guitar is the patented V-Class bracing from Taylor. Okay, so Taylor introduced V-Class bracing in 2018 with their flagship model, the Grand Auditorium. Andy Powers is always developing new guitars for the player in mind. This is a great example of that. This takes care of some sonic issues with acoustic live guitar playing and such. And then the other side of Andy's expertise, I would say, is developing guitars that have an interesting and a characteristic feel to them. The V-bracing allows for a great loud sound that we know Taylor to be able to create so well, and then also a very even across the fretboard in-tuneness, which is very impressive and another thing that I first noticed upon picking up this guitar. Playing up on these high registers. Not too many guitars you can do that with up in these high registers without it sounding, you know. So, in-tuneness across the fretboard, playability across the fretboard as well. This neck profile is a compound profile that starts with a V and ends up with a C up here by the heel, which brings us to the feel physically of this guitar. When I picked it up, the first thing that I noticed was everything about this guitar feels rounder and broader and just kind of softer than any Taylor I've ever played. The rounded edges here on the body, the rolled off fretboard on both sides, the ridgeless heel here on the back, and the rounded bridge here. Everything feels so approachable and round and kind of warm. And that's what the guitar sounds like as well. Okay, let's hear it. We're miking this up with a Lewitt LCT 640TS in stereo mode. These things are really great, check them out. And another approachable aspect of this guitar is the aesthetic. The top is this matte finish, different from other dreadnoughts that we know as well. And it's, again, just kind of warm and soft looking. The Grand Pacific line offers 3 different models with 3 different body woods. They all have spruce tops. The 517e has a sapelli body. The 517e, this one here, has mahogany. And the 717, which I'll grab in a minute, has a rosewood body. And new cases, new guitar cases that are ultra sexy. Very, very cool cases. I feel like upon grabbing this guitar and playing it loudly, playing it quietly, I feel like I could play this guitar at a very intimate songwriter type of gig, or I could play this guitar at a stadium with a band. That's kind of the diversity and power that I think this offers. Yeah, so even, so round and broad, even kind of even power throughout every register. That's the way that I feel about this. Listen to that, those harmonics. The sustain really carries. It's really impressive with this thing, and that again speaks to the way that I feel about like I could, if I had a stadium gig. My next stadium gig, which should be coming up here soon, I feel like I could play this. Powerful, loud, and round, great for big strumming and all across the neck, big strumming, capo stuff. Also reacts really well to kind of bluegrass flat picking stuff. Awesome. It's been fun showing you two of the models from the new Taylor Grand Pacific line. You can find them on Reverb. These are killer guitars. Thanks for watching. Oh, last note. You can still make mistakes from the Grand Pacific.